Hello anh em, chào mừng anh em đã quay trở lại với kênh NEO-NtG. Hôm qua tôi hứa với anh em ơi. Hôm qua tôi hứa là tôi sẽ chơi tiếp, nhưng mà rốt cuộc tôi không chơi. Thành ra bữa nay tôi buồn quá. Bữa nay tôi chơi 2 tiếng luôn. Bữa nay là quyết tâm là khô máu. Bữa nay là quyết tâm hoàn thành cái cam của tôi, chắc bán không được 3 triệu quá, tôi nghi quá anh em. Để coi coi sao. Nói chung là tôi quyết tâm là tôi khô máu chuyến này. Tôi không thể nào tôi chấp nhận cái cảnh mà cứ dây dưa vào mặt được. Vô. Giờ là mình làm tiếp câu chuyện chính nè. Thì tóm tắt tập trước ha, tập trước chúng ta đã nhập vai vào Aventurin và tham gia cái hành trình cùng với chiến sĩ chổi bắn Dr. Radio để mà gặp Sunday, là người anh của Robin, để biết về cái toan tính của cái gia tộc ở cái chỗ Penacony. Thì chúng ta đã biết được là Sunday đã lợi dụng những cái thông tin mà Dr. Radio có được, nhờ Dr. Radio tiết lộ cái bí mật về cái viên đá của mấy cái 10 người gì đó bên cái công ty bên hòa tình hòa bình gì đó, công ty cho vay nợ đó. Thì Aventurin đã đánh cắp viên đá của Tobat, đem vào và để bên trong cái hộp, còn cái viên đá của Aventurin thì để trong cái bị đựng tiền trang sức. Thì bây giờ chúng ta đã gặp Tobat ở đây, chúng ta sẽ nói chuyện với Tobat ha nè.
How does it feel to be in business with Aventurine? I bet you're not used to it. That's just his style. All or nothing is his mantra. He's always cozying up to his clients while egging them on to undertake some dangerous assignment with him. But everyone has their merits, so I won't comment further. But Aventurine's luck has always been good. He's always closed all his cases without a hitch and basically never lost a gamble. Which is why, on the issue of retaking Penacony, I'm watching with keen interest. Of course. It's business after all. What's important is where you're seated at the table. As for the 2 cases, apologies, but I don't have much info on them either. All I can do is ask you to keep digging for more details.
Rồi. Tiếp theo, thành viên gia tộc
We're carrying out our captain's orders. What do you want?
We made a mistake last time, and we're working hard to rectify it now. We don't have time for anything else. Surveilling the IPC executive Topaz, ensuring that she stays put at the Reverie Hotel during her time on Penacony. We've got the right one this time.
So that's it. They were the pair who were after Firefly at the time.
It's you again. Back for more trouble? We're not afraid of you this time.
Well, spit it out. Stop bothering us if you've nothing important.
So you know each other. Why do you keep running into people you've beaten up before? That's right. We're investigating a murder for the family. Can we speak to your captain about the case?
Well...
Hey! The security officer instructed everyone to shut their traps before he returned from Dream's Edge. What murder? You'd better stop spouting nonsense.
Yeah, that's right. We have nothing to report. Please leave.
Looks like they're not going to cooperate. But they did at least tell us that the captain is at Dream's Edge.
Why don't we just look for the security officer then? It's probably Gallagher, the one she mentioned, right?
Gallagher, không phải Gallagher. Gallagher. Thì là bỏ chữ H làm cầm. Là Gallagher. Đến đây Himeko nhấp nhảy và để ý từng chi tiết nhỏ ha, không có cái cuộc trò chuyện, dù đối phương không có tiết lộ thông tin gì, nhưng mà Himeko vẫn có thể đoán được là có thể để ý được thông tin nhỏ từ bên trong cái lời nói. Rồi chúng ta đi đến ranh giới xây mặt là đâu này đúng không? Quầy có cái nhiệm vụ phụ qua đây kìa. Dịch chuyển, chào cõi mộng. Tới bây giờ luôn tôi vẫn chưa có build xong cái bộ trang bị của
I bet they're stumped by the case as
Quakeron
well.
em ơi. Chính bởi vậy mà hiện giờ tôi không dám chắc là gà của tôi bán được 3 triệu không nữa. Nói chung là cái trang bị Quakeron hiện giờ của tôi nó hơi cục bắp. Tôi thử năng coi này nó có được cái tỷ lệ bọc kích. Có này, quá êm. Rồi vậy cường hết trơn luôn, thử coi. Coi có thể cường lên được không. Lên tỷ lệ bạo kích lên 11.9, sát thương bạo kích giảm xuống rất là nhiều, căng với ta. Vậy là sát thương bạo kích giảm tới 13% rồi, bù lại là cái tỷ lệ bạo kích sẽ lên được nhiều. Đổi đi thằng này thôi, từ từ thôi, đừng gấp. Rồi thằng này phế. Cái nón thì sao? Cái nón của tôi là có sát thương bạo kích chứ không có tỷ lệ nè. Này ngon quá ta, cái nón này ngon quá ta. Có tỷ lệ không? Có tấn công không ạ? Cái nón của tôi hiện giờ là sát thương bạo kích vô được 2 lần. Bây giờ tôi nâng thử cái nón này lên này. Nếu cái nón này mà bây giờ nâng lên mà nó được cái sát thương bạo kích 3 lần 4 lần gì đó thì im. Nó vô còn cái chỉ số phế này rồi. Rồi cái áo hiện tại tôi chưa tìm được cái áo nào ngon hết. Áo gì đấy? Sao cái áo này giờ còn đây vậy? Tôi cũng chưa tìm được cái đôi giày im. Vậy là chúng ta tạm thời có được cái tỷ lệ bạo kích tăng lên 46%. Cái sát thương bạo kích sẽ giảm lại một chút, nhưng mà thà vậy đi, nó sẽ tốt hơn. Thu hồi rác. Cô này cũng có rác à? Để cô thu hồi rác sao đây? Rồi. Rồi, làm hơi đạt cốt truyện xíu anh em ơi. Bấm lẹ lẹ cho nó xong kìa. Ủa cái này là nhiệm vụ phụ à? Ôi trời ơi, lộn tiến đường rồi, mình đang làm nhiệm vụ chính mà. Vậy thì ra là cô này là nhiệm vụ phụ à? Ủa? Tôi tưởng nhiệm vụ phụ nó nằm cái chấm ở đây chứ. Ôi trời ơi, ông nói chuyện khơi cũng nhiệm vụ phụ nữa.
Apologies. The Bloodhound family is running an investigation up ahead. No unauthorized personnel allowed.
Nhau đi, đừng có thay đổi cảm xúc của nó, tác dụng gì đâu.
I think I've seen you before.
Dĩ nhiên rồi.
The gray-haired one.
Chính là người đã đập vô mồm
mà. How much trouble have you stirred up exactly on Penacony?
Nhiều rắc rối lắm.
You think you look alike? Wait, are you for real?
Yes, I'm for real,
Not
man.
possible. It was you the last time yelling about some clockwork friendship while beating me up with that silver-haired girl.
Thủ thuật đồng hồ đó chính là đấm vô mồm.
I'm not letting you get by this time. Please leave.
Trời, xin hãy về đây.
Không
được có dung gì xuống cầu xin.
Huh? What kind of heinous crime have you committed now?
Hold on, sir. We have documents authorized by the family that would aid your investigation. If it wouldn't trouble you, could we see this Mr. Gallagher?
Who exactly is this Gallagher you keep talking about? There's been a few people mentioning this name. Even the one with the gray hair.
He didn't send you all here?
It was the security officer who dispatched us. That's all I can divulge.
He'll do. He's the one we've been looking for.
Sorry, no can do. The boss said that since it's a matter of the family's reputation, no one's allowed through. Everyone, please leave. There's really no need for us to make things difficult for each other, right?
We're really sorry for troubling you. Let's think of another way.
Another way.
Đấm nó rồi đi thôi.
That's it. Didn't they say something about that? Oh, what was it? Clockwork? That got this guy to change his mind. Can you perform it again? That, clocky magic. Please.
Ồ, nghe dễ thương thế nha. Please. Rồi, thủ thuật đồng hồ. Cho mình tình luôn.
Sorry, no can do. Everyone, please leave.
Mở thủ thuật đồng hồ. Cho nóng chặt đi, rồi sau đó quýnh nhau. Bắt đầu điều chỉnh. Vô.
The security officer's word is absolute law. I've told you that place up ahead is off limits. To wind, to rain, even if the Dream Master was here, they aren't getting in. Did you not hear me? Even if the Dream Master was here. We'll talk about this if the Dream Master is ever here, and it's just a metaphor! A metaphor! Don't you get it?
A metaphor.
Oh, I'm warning you, if you keep insisting, I'm gonna have to show you my true power.
You?
Ngon, nhào vô.
Humans never learn.
Con người luôn gặp phải những sai lầm.
Even if Klipop were here, they wouldn't be able to protect him.
There is no meaning to death and defiance. Why do you not?
Lần trước của Mika, vậy phải nóng giận lên được.
Time for a buzz.
Thôi bạn, tại sao cậu phải chọn cái con đường hỗ trợ như thế này vậy hả?
Converge and awaken. No matter.
Anh em không cảm anh em hay điều khiển cho nó auto đi.
Still waters of oblivion.
Nhưng mà cái này tôi không có cho nó điều khiển à. Ulti qua cái ron lát để giành đi.
Enemy targets detected. Ready for another? More enemies. A quick divination. Commencing support.
Free will.
Ron tí ra tốc độ chậm đấy nha. Rồi, lẹ. Rồi. Ủa vậy thôi hả? Tôi tưởng còn lượt nữa chứ. Ngậu thế.
Am I destined to relive this outcome? Looks like you and I have...
What's he?
However, this time, I will sever the chains of tragedy. The only way any of you will pass is over my dead body.
Nghe ghê.
He doesn't have to be so melodramatic, does he?
Chứ còn gì nữa.
Looks like he still doesn't want to divulge anything.
Rồi, quất đi. Phải thả lỏng mới được hả? Vui vẻ đi.
Let me see what time it is now.
Đúng rồi, hết ca đó, này, nhà đi.
It's this time already. What? Time to clock out, and no one's gonna stop me.
Rồi, đúng rồi đó. Xin mời anh đi về nấu ăn. Cút.
What?
Đó là một chuyện đơn giản hơn mình nghĩ à.
This clockwork trick of yours, it's kinda dangerous.
Chứ còn gì nữa, nó điều khiển được cảm xúc người khác.
At least he won't be getting in our way again.
Cái kiểu mà điều
Let's
khiển
go
cảm xúc
find
kiểu
that
vậy ha, có thể
Gallagher and ask
dụng
him the
và
intricacies
không
of
tóm
the
được
case.
cái cảm xúc người khác và rất nguy hiểm để áp dụng vào đời sống.
I was wondering what all the commotion was. Huh. Oh, it's you guys. Welcome. Since you made it here, what can I do for you?
Hello, Mr. Gallagher, sir. Judging from
Mr.
your tone,
Gallagher, sir.
it sounds like you were expecting us.
Miss Himiko, you're too polite. There's no need to call me sir.
Mr. Gallagher, you even know my name.
Of course I do. You folks are from the legendary Astral Express and honorable guests of the Watchmaker. I had an encounter with this lady in the Golden Hour. I remember that little silver-haired girl was there too. I'm sorry for what happened to that kid.
This is also the reason why we've come to visit you, Mr. Gallagher. The Express can't just overlook the death of that child. So we've decided to help the family get to the bottom of it. in the hopes of getting justice for her.
The Nameless involved with the family. What an unpredictable twist of fate.
Why? What's wrong with the family?
It's nothing. On Penacony, everyone loves the family. No matter how much one resists the beautiful dream, when the time comes, they too will find it hard to let go. Who wants to leave a warm nest? Just idiots, little kids, and inebriated fools.
Mr. Gallagher seems to be getting at something.
You got it wrong. I'm not. You want to discuss the case? Sure, come with me. This is not a good place to talk. Let's go elsewhere.
Được đấy. Ở bên kia là họ muốn quay về với Acheron quay. Tôi không muốn tiếp tục đồng hành cái cốt truyện của Adventuring đâu, thấy nó cũng nhàm chán quá. Toàn nói chuyện không có.
Even after that chilling tragedy, this dream is still running effortlessly. Other than the family of the Harmony, it's hard to imagine any other power in the universe that could sustain a building of such magnitude.
The family itself is a huge, perfect building, like a living idol. Each member of the family sees themselves as a piece of the divine puzzle, revolving around a singular core and a shared ideal. Under their command, they loyally fulfill their roles, offering themselves while also receiving sustenance in return.
Interesting analogy. Perhaps that's why Penacony's beautiful dream has persisted for so long.
But the human body has its limits, and so does the Divine's.
That doesn't sound like the kind of comment a Galaxy Ranger would make.
Just pointing out the facts. Mr. Yang will definitely have a better sense of what's going on than I do.
Why do you say that, Miss Acheron?
The beautiful dream is crumbling. But not because of a particular eon, a particular faction, or a particular visitor. Its collapse stems from a certain inevitability of human nature. The family refuses to acknowledge this, and it has ultimately backfired and become a catalyst. As people immerse their souls in the dreamscape, where consequences and pain cease to exist, and only ease and pleasure prevail, they draw closer and closer to necrosis. Regardless of the perceived bliss, death looms as the inevitable conclusion. Also, this necrosis will diffuse and spread. One piece of the puzzle's mutation will eventually cause the entire building to shake, break, and crumble.
In the end, the dreams that people built in the name of freedom became the cage that imprisoned them. I'm sure you've gained a lot from this trip, Miss Acheron. Are you willing to share your findings with me?
Of course. That's if I remember. Don't mind me. It's just a habit. Owing to events in the past, I've become easily forgetful. It's only when this sword is unsheathed that those hazy memories start to become clear.
Cái này
Take your
cái này
time.
dịch nó không có được hợp lý. Tại vì cái từ so á,
That should do it.
nó phù hợp với từ gọi là
I
cướp,
vividly remember
kiếm hơn.
everything that occurred on
Thành đao
Penacony.
thì chúng ta không nên sử dụng cái
Ask
từ
away.
so. Đao thì chúng ta có thể dịch là play, thì nó sẽ phù hợp với từ đao hơn. Mặc dù thì về lý thuyết thì từ play và từ so thì nó cũng tựa nhau, nhưng mà về bản chất thì cái từ so á, là nó phát triển và nó xuất phát điểm của nó là ở thời Trung Cổ của những nước ở phương Tây, châu Âu rồi đó. Như điển hình như là nước Anh thì nó là một thanh gương có 2 lưỡi. Còn cái cây kiếm á, cái kiếm của Acheron á, tại sao trong văn bản gọi là sword mà ở đây dịch lại là thanh đao, thì cái này nó là tại vì bản chất của nó là xuất phát kiểu katana của người Nhật, nó chỉ có một lưỡi thôi, thì nên dịch là sword blade thì tôi thấy nó hợp lý hơn. Dịch là blade thì nó hợp lý hơn, sword thì tôi không biết tại sao. Nên dịch là kiếm. Ý tôi là bây giờ nói chung là đội ngũ dịch đó, nên dịch sát nghĩa. So thì dịch là kiếm đi. Tại vì người ta gọi là kiếm nhật chứ ai đâu mà gọi đao nhật bao giờ, đúng không? Khi nào mà đai katana là đại đao á, thì lúc đó mới dịch là đao. Đi
The
qua
moment of daybreak. I've heard that's where the Dawn Factory, which processes the foundation of the dreamscape, is located.
Behind the dreamscape song and dance stand many imagination factories. Workers create all kinds of whimsical works day in and day out in their dreams. Then they return to reality and sleep on a narrow bed in a room. A far cry from luxury. They say it will suffice. Experiencing the bizarre and motley dreamscape is the best reward. There I encountered a young woman who had just come of age, the perfect time to indulge in beautiful dreams. Her greatest wish was to one day move to the golden hour and see the magnificent garments she had woven with her own hands. For certain reasons, her wish was difficult to fulfill.
Tính ra đồ họa làm kỹ.
But I managed to bring
cái
her a
miệng của
garment.
Acheron nó nhịp theo đúng cái cách phát âm luôn chứ, công nhận chứ.
Gilded Hour. It's said to be Penacony's currency center.
Yes. It is a fortress-like financial city, the economic heart of the dreamscape. The Pepeshi people of the Alfalfa family are there to keep it running, sending blood that is made from money everywhere on Penacony. Everyone there is exquisitely dressed and always in a hurry. The greatest wish of the local Pepeshi people is for their future generations to work in the Gilded Hour. I've never met anyone who is willing to talk. I could only stand at the crossroads, watching crowds of people hurrying like the wind through the jungle of steel, only to deposit the alfalfa credits that they'd earned into the bank's vault. I don't know if they would open the vault door, but before I left, I witnessed a well-dressed Pepeshi person plummet from the sky, while those around him continued on their way, unfazed.
I hear the Blue Hour is very romantic. Do you have any tales to share?
Perhaps Mr. Yang has heard.
Acheron biết mọi
There's a
thứ về
large
cái
boat called the
thế giới
Eventide,
Penacony đi
anchored
chạy.
along the Sea of Dreams, where soft music and dancing
biết
persist
chị?
endlessly every night.
Cư dân bản địa ơi.
I ran into a wizened lady there. She was at the dock, waiting for her long-departed lover to return, waiting for countless hours within time that stood still.
Tôi cũng muốn
In
sống
the
như cái
humid
nơi
sea
gọi là thời gian.
breeze, she spoke of her own youth.
Tôi rất muốn sống như cái nơi
Like
như thế.
many who desired wealth and love, they came to Penacony to pursue their dreams. Alas, her lover's consciousness was lost in the dark depths of the Sea of Dreams. Finally, she suggested we continue our conversation on a boat in the shallows. I agreed and boarded the boat with her. But she never said anything. Her eyes absent-mindedly gazing at the horizon for what seemed like forever. Finally, we retreated to the beach.
The dreamscape of chic, luxury, and consumerism, the moment of dusk. My companions have been there too.
Then you all must have seen those who are attempting to realize their dreams. Or have realized them. Scattering money as if it were dust and betting it on all or nothing. Everything has a price, and everything can be bought or sold. Even dreams themselves. I saw an Intellitron there, who was preparing to auction himself. When someone wins a bid under stipulated periods and rules, he would do the buyer's every bidding, becoming that person's very possession. That Intellitron had been auctioned off a dozen times, and I participated in his 13th. That was the grandest banquet I had ever attended. But never again did anyone cast another glance at him. This time around, there were no successful bids for him. This is what I've seen and heard along the way.
Thì mà nói hay quên.
Someone once said to me, Penacony wasn't like this a long time ago, nor should it be. I've traveled through the reality and dreamscape of the planet of festivities, watched the tides of night rise and fall when time stopped for people. Where the spirits of the rich and impoverished remain forever fixed on their own scales. This is why I think the collapse of the beautiful dream is inevitable.
There might be a way to change everything.
Perhaps. But if this is indeed the world that people desire, if this is precisely why life chooses to slumber, should we still seek to change it?
Miss Acheron, now it's my turn to share a story with you. There was a man from my homeland who, at a time when the world was grappling with deep, unhealable pain, made a choice. He wove together the dreams of everyone in the world, linking people's dreamscapes, and shouldered this burden himself. From this, he created a giant, a spiritual atom. And since that moment, the giant stood between heaven and earth, becoming the pillar of the world's existence. As a price, those who found it hard to move forward, who could not advance, forever lost their future. They slumbered in a dream, devoid of disaster and pain, living out their days peacefully in the man's created utopia. And it is because of the wishes of those people who wished not to awaken that this spiritual atom became unbreakable.
And yet, you stand here right now, which also means that man failed.
Because people must always move towards the future. Even if human weaknesses make them pause when they truly cannot move forward, humanity will eventually seek a way to save itself. And that man, he was never a failure. Like everyone in that world, he etched the possibilities of human nature into his heart. He was the sun chaser of legend, soaring towards the sky and embracing his final victory with his fall. He ascended to heights uncharted, only to come face to face with the sun, a place not visited by anyone before. His wings would melt because of it, only for him to fall into the sea. And after that, countless others would surpass him, soaring to even greater heights.
A fitting metaphor for the Nameless's trailblazing spirit. Thank you, Mr. Yang. I know what you wish to confirm. The universe has innumerable similar, yet different worlds. In these worlds, there are innumerable people who look alike. I too have embarked on journeys, encountering old friends with familiar faces on different worlds, witnessing their destinies follow paths similar to mine. So I will tell you, even if not completely similar, the story you just told, it overlaps with my past. And within that abyssal dream, I ended that man's life. Alone. I am not who you think I am. Nor will my home be as fortunate as your world.
I am sorry.
It's fine. I don't mind, so long as I can alleviate your suspicions.
There's something I still wish to know, Miss Acheron. Under that representation of the hunt, exactly what sort of power is it that has motivated your solitary journey thus far?
Mr. Yang, before answering that question, I wish to continue the previous topic. I like your analogy very much. Indeed, birds are born to fly. But in a distant past, their ancestors could only gaze at the sky in envy. They saw that faraway ray of light from above the heavens, piercing through the clouds and blanketing the earth. And so, time and time again, generation after generation, the birds spread their wings and took to the sky, attempting to touch its ceiling, all because the sun was there. Then, what if the last bird finally soars into the sky, only to realize that the end of the light is not the sun, but darkness? Then why, exactly, do we even walk towards the light?
Nói mấy câu mà biết trả lời sao bây giờ? Chúng ta đi về ánh sáng vì điều gì? Được chưa?
Long time no see. Having fun on Penacony? Acheron?
This voice, it's not Constance. Could it be her companion?
Though I don't know exactly what you are, or what you're up to, my bullets will find you. Until then, you best find a casket store on Penacony and ask the owner to reserve a good quality casket for you, imposter.
Imposter? I see. She gave my whereabouts to someone who's tracking Acheron too. Who are you?
Huh? Did I make a mistake? Who the heck are you?
I'm the Garden of Recollection's memo keeper.
Not bad. This is the kind of tough challenge I like. You that imposter's bodyguard? Never mind. It's fine. I'll leave a round for you. So get that forehead clean and wait for me.
I don't know what you're talking about, but you know Acheron, the Galaxy Ranger, yes? I have something to ask you.
Are you asking me to write your will? Sure. Go ahead.
Not quite. I only want to ask, how exactly did she become a Galaxy Ranger? She's clearly not a pathstrider of the Hunt, but you are, aren't you? Tell me, what's Acheron's deal?
Sure. Heck, never thought I'd come across an ally. What a stroke of luck. Well. I'll be on Penacony soon. Memo keeper, go buy a bottle of Asdana's White Oak and warm it up. And I'll raise a glass to you. That lady's passed. Well, nobody knows. But if all you want is a simple answer, sure, you best get a chair and take a seat. That woman, named Acheron, is an emanator who should not exist.
Chúng ta lại không được nghe cốt truyện gì thế. Nãy giờ nói chuyện không một nó đấm gì hết.
You look pale. Or is that also part of your act?
I didn't think you'd have the nerve to show yourself.
I thought this was exactly what you wanted. After all, I faithfully fulfilled my duties as you instructed. Just tell me if you can't hold on any longer.
So, the genius of the Council of Mundanites wants to be my Undertaker now. My, what an honor.
Yes, And I'm pretty sure the people at the Strategic Investment Department would love to be notified of your death in due time. But let's not forget, you won't be seeing them, because I'm the manager of this task.
Great. Then tell your people that Aventurine is ready to go in 17 system hours.
Oh, you've got a lot of nerve. How exactly do you plan on completing your task while your hands are tied by the Harmony?
My conversation with Sunday convinced me that there's a traitor in the family, and that they hold the secrets of Penacony. So, I took the opportunity to set everything in motion. I even managed to recover the gift money. Things haven't gone this smoothly since I walked through the doors of the Reverie. Now I'm only one step away from victory. Let's just wait and see.
Sounds like a very elaborate way of saying that you failed.
That's all I can say. Have you forgotten, Doctor? You betrayed me. Go. Do what you must. I look forward to the sight of the IPC fleet surrounding Penacony. You've achieved what you desired, haven't you?
That's true, but what's your plan? Did you conceal an orbital support beacon in that gift money bag?
Well, who knows? Maybe that's why I'm handing out cash even when I'm about to bite the dust.
You are indeed a gambler. An insane one at that.
Well, maybe I am. Who knows?
Fine. Here, take this. Open it when you're on your last legs. You'll thank me.
Sao biết được?
What's this? Medical advice?
Medical advice. Cúi cái đầu xuống, ngắt cái đầu lên, mất tiêu. Oh.
You catch on pretty fast, Doctor.
Sức mạnh
asking me to solve the case without giving a single clue. How typical.
Cũng đậu một cánh.
Wing-headed scoundrel.
Cũng đậu một cánh chính là cái
on edge about that stowaway. It's just as I guessed it would be. As for now, let the rain of wealth from the IPC fall evenly on everyone.
Chào anh em, chờ tôi coi coi nãy giờ mình livestream được lâu anh em ơi. Giờ cũng khuya quá bây giờ. Trời, mới 38 phút. Rồi, chào TT. Mới 38 phút nhập nha.
Feeling lucky.
Rồi. Sao mấy chị dài phân phát đá quý hỏi thăm hỏi về tên tội phạm nhập cư trái phép. Chứ là Firefly hả?
Would you be willing to support my performance?
Rồi, góc nhìn của mình đã thử mấy cái cosmos mà Aventurine đang bị à.
Wow, how fabulous! But why would you give such a wonderful gift to a random stranger like me?
Well, you see, I can't bear to see anyone in this sweet dream suffering from poverty.
That's incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much, sir. If you ever get the chance, please, feel free to come by and indulge in my singing.
Sure thing. Oh, by the way, do you happen to know anything interesting about death?
Death? That's a pretty scary topic, and it doesn't really match the mood of this sweet dream.
Nó không hợp với cái
see, I'm a tabloid reporter collecting ghost stories in Penacony.
Yeah.
As you know, the more chilling the stories, the more attention they get. Maybe you could help me out.
Well, if you're up for some gossip, it's not about death,
But there have been some rumors about a guest at the reality hotel who fell into a deep sleep and didn't wake up. It was like they were in some sort of coma. Nobody knows what caused it, but luckily the customer eventually regained consciousness. Well, all customers are under the protection of the family after all.
Thank you. This will make for a very juicy headline. May Shibe protect us. Unexplained coma. That's actually what happens to your body if your brain dies in a dream. But unfortunately, the customer ended up waking up in the end. I can feel something inside my head. Is the harmony starting to kick in?
The world has truly lost its way.
Anh em cứ xem, anh em đi gót nước cái xíu.
Wait, I get it now. This is some sort of prank show, right? You must have some cameras set up around here to film yourself doing good deeds, right? You youngsters are always looking for a quick way to get an audience. But you know what? A truly great show never comes easy.
A great show will start soon, old man. But before that, I need to ask you something. Do you know where I can find death in this dream?
Ah, I see. Another fearless youngster looking for death. Oh, well, let me give you a piece of advice. Don't think you're the first one who's ever thought of that idea. Death? Not even remotely innovative. I bought it from Dr. Edward. He claimed it was some exclusive fancy schmancy stuff. Now, what a disappointment. The effects were awful. First, some monster covered in eyes stabs you in the gut. And then all you see are blurry glimpses of buildings and lights. The sky was spinning so fast it almost made me puke.
Is that all?
Yeah, what else can you expect? Don't put too much stock in the Penacony movie industry. They even call this junk groundbreaking art. Can you believe it?
What a joke. Well, I'll leave you be then. I hope you have a wonderful day. A monster covered in eyes. That sounds like the Memory Zone meme. But buildings and lights... I don't think those have anything to do with death. Well, that whole dream bubble was probably created using rumors and gossip. The disturbing voice in my head. It's getting closer.
Chúng ta chẳng có thể trông mong gì hơn từ nhà phê bình điện ảnh nha, nhưng mà cũng biết được số thông tin.
Take care, my friend. If you ever find yourself in danger, remember that the hounds are always ready to help. You don't look good, my friend. If you need assistance, I can contact the hotel and have them wake you up forcefully.
Oh,
that won't be necessary. I have some business to attend to. But thank you all the same.
All right, then. If you ever need help, don't hesitate to reach out to us hounds.
Well, actually, I do need a favor. As the most outstanding hound in Penacony, have you come across any stowaways recently?
Stowaways? How could there be stowaways in Penacony? We've never had anything like that before.
All right. Good luck with your work then. What was I even thinking? Family would never share intel with the IPC. Does everyone have to go through so much torment before joining the family? Darn it.
Sip of liquor. A blissful reprieve. To drown 1,000 sorrows. Let worries leave. I know I have what it takes to become a poet. Oh? Oh. You're giving these gems to me? Didn't expect to meet such a generous soul in this place. Or are you just pitying me? Well, it really doesn't matter. As long as I have Soul Glad, that's enough. This is just a dream after all.
You really shouldn't drink so much Soul Glad, my friend. It's not good for your health.
Oh? Maybe I really should quit. But not before meeting the Devil of Soul Glad.
The Devil of Soul Glad? Care to elaborate?
Yeah. It's a seahorse with a long neck. They say it loves to appear to drunk people, especially the ones who are passed out on the side of the road. How funny.
Yeah, very funny indeed. Thank you.
You want to talk to me? Sure, but nothing too sensitive, okay? Huh. Wealthy people have fancy ways to enjoy this dream. But to be honest, I've never seen anyone who gives out money to others like you. So, are you trying to be the prince from the tale, handing out his gold leaf garment and melting his lead heart in the fire?
I'm flattered. I'm no prince, and I just thought these gems would help you speak. So, as an investigative reporter, maybe you've heard something about death?
Ah, another curious soul. I see. Well, that was actually the topic I was most into when I entered the industry. But my boss shut it down.
How did your boss talk you out of it?
Well, she simply said, covering baseless urban legends like that would make us look like some third-rate tabloid. I thought about it, and she had a point. Reporting on stuff like blowing out birthday candles and getting spooked by nightmare ghosts isn't exactly professional material.
Guess she's got a point. Thank you for sharing.
Were you wanting to talk to me? Sorry, I thought you were checking out something behind me. Is this a gift? For me? Are you sure this isn't some kind of mistake?
Yes, it's for you. Just take it.
Is this for real? Someone is actually giving me a gift. Not for my parents, but for me. Thank you. Thank you so much.
No, it's not much. I just want to ask you something.
I knew it. What's on your mind? Are you trying to ask about my father or my mother?
Điều đặc biệt duy nhất về cái cuộc đời của ông này là cha mẹ nó.
I just wanted to know if you've ever heard about death in the dreamscape.
Oh, you sound just like my father. Always warning me about danger, even in dreams. He's an Intellitron, so his dream entry methods are different from us organics. Can't count on him to protect me if something does go haywire. Funny, right now I'm still under his protection. How ironic.
Hey, Stay positive.
Giám đốc An Giang tự tử.
Gold will always shine one day, right?
Tập báo.
The devil of Soulglad, dangers in the dream, and nightmare ghosts. Well, surely death is a popular topic in this sweet dream granted.
Remember what I said. You Sigonians are better off hiding in the sewers. Look at you, snooping around and sticking your nose everywhere.
Sparkle.
Is the smell of death so enticing, my fine fellow?
Oh, it's you, masked fool. I should have guessed it. You're the imposter who appeared on TV after Robin's death, right?
I heard you got caught by the family. I gave you a clear clue. Befriend a mute. Simple and straightforward, you know? And what did you do? You messed it up and ended up as their prisoner. I told you to make friends with a mute, not become one yourself. You really let me down.
What do you mean?
You know better than I do. Who watched the little songbird that couldn't sing perish right before their eyes? You did, Blondie.
No, I mean... What did you mean by becoming one myself?
Well, it means you'll soon end up like her, unable to speak ever again. But it's a good thing if you ask me, because...
Because I'm getting closer to the truth.
Tụi tạm ngưng chức năng tự động biến câu chuyện xíu đi, tôi nói với. Vậy chẳng phải Sparkle đang ý đang ẩn ý là chúng ta không phải là adventuring sắp giống như Ruby, đó chính là tử vong trong giấc mơ. Có phải chăng ý Sparkle Sunday chính là người giết Ruby? Phải chăng adventuring đang chết cùng phương pháp với Ruby? Oh, có chăng là vậy?
Oh?
Why else do you think I'm handing out cheap trinkets all over the streets, fool? All part of the act. Fool's bait. The more pathetic I seem, the more likely you'll come sniffing around. So, now that I've drawn you out, will you reward me with an answer for my efforts?
Why should I help you?
Don't you want to see Penacony descend into... chaos? Well, I can make that happen. I just need an answer to one question. Back then, when you asked me to find a mute, did you really mean Robin?
And what if I say no?
Then I'll thank you. Oh, the word no has never sounded so pleasing.
Well done. I admit I underestimated you, but what difference would it make?
Vậy nếu phải Robin thì sao? Ngộ đấy à.
Let me tell you something. There were two mutes, but one is dead now, and the other, though he's still in Penacony, I'm afraid you'll never find him again.
Đừng nói Firefly à.
Now I'm completely sure that I was on the right track from the beginning and never strayed, fool. Right now, there are only two things missing from my grasp. The meaning behind the truth, and the means to expose it.
How impressive. That's quite a fancy way of saying I haven't learned anything so far.
Not exactly. I've gathered enough clues to prove its existence, and that's enough for me. As for the answers to my questions, I'll find them within 17 16 system hours.
Oh, really? Only 16 system hours? Well, let me lend you a hand. Here you go. This is my precious, mutually assured distraction button, and I have one just like it. When either of us presses it, the other and the whole of Penacony will go up in smoke.
Rồi, cái này tôi tin là
If you're really so desperate for the IPC to take over Penacony, blowing up the chessboard isn't a bad idea. Start from scratch. That's where the IPC excels, right? Just press the button when you're at your wit's end. And of course, feel free to reach out to me for my hospice care too.
Nhưng biết Sparkle ở đâu mà liên hệ.
Oh, a deadly button, huh? Well, I guess the family didn't take your threat seriously at all. Otherwise, how on earth did you manage to bring it in here?
I have my own ways. That's all you need to know.
Well, I'm afraid I'll have to decline your offer. Who knows if your little gadget will actually work. By the way, I have no plans to search for the other mute friend you speak of, but it's good to hear that he's still here in Penacony. I'll handle the rest myself. I'll orchestrate a grand finale for the downfall of the family. And at the climax, the walls will crumble, people will wake up, and those who couldn't speak will find their voices again. When that time comes, go ahead, press the button, light up the sky with a magnificent fireworks display for me. Catch you later, fool.
Catch you later.
You're still talking big, but sure, if that happens, I'll stay true to my word. Just don't let me down now, okay?
So, number 35. You're back. Like your new lucky charm?
Can a commodity code really be considered a lucky charm?
Silence! I didn't give you permission to speak, you Sidonian hound. The guys in black didn't say much, so I've no idea what you did to save your skin in that massacre back in the day. But I figured you must have had good luck, so I bought you. From now on, you and your good luck are my assets. Are we clear?
No.
Your first task is simple. In addition to you, I've purchased 34 other slaves. Go and play a game with them. You came out alive after 2 days. It proves that you are the real deal.
You're insane.
Testing out if you're a good product.
Aren't you worried that the money you spent on me will go to waste?
I've got stacks on stacks, Blondie. The slave market is never short of self-righteous brats like you. But you look good, and that's why many customers are betting their fortunes on a scrawny brat like you. So go along now, and don't let your master down.
How much did you spend?
What?
My price. How much did you pay for me?
Huh. You really want to know? Well, it was 60 tanba. No more, no less.
I'll take my chances. 30 tanba. If I come back alive, you'll give me 30 Tamba. Deal?
Are you trying to strike a bet with me? Oh, you've got some guts. Yeah, sorry, but that won't do. Don't forget your place, slave. You're not qualified to be at the table.
Not qualified to be in the table.
You're just a chip. A life thrown away in someone else's hands. Either you come back with more chips for your master, or you never come back. It's all or nothing. Don't embarrass me, my lucky hound.
Chó săn may mắn chứ sao dịch cậu bé may mắn. Đúng là dịch thoáng ý, dịch theo ngữ cảnh thì nó hay, nhưng mà đôi khi nên dịch chính xác thì nó sẽ tôn trọng cái câu văn.
What brings you here, Gallagher?
Some friends from the old days. Do you have a moment to spare, Siobhan?
Oh, I have the whole day to spare. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dream Jolt Hostelry. This bar offers a wide variety of drinks, but we draw the line at Soul Glad. Why settle for ordinary when you can experience extraordinary? We're dedicated to serving up nothing but pure joy and laughter. What would you like to drink? I'll whip it up for you.
Oh, look! A lady as cool as Serval.
Tôi nghĩ cô ấy là Serval.
Who's Serval? Will you introduce me to her? Huh?
Oops. She's heard us.
Just spare them, my esteemed bartender. I'll take over the bar today. I'm getting up there in age, and I need some practice before I forget the skills that used to put food on my table. Where did you stash the ingredients?
They're all under the counter. Since our guests have traveled from afar, shouldn't you whip up some special drinks?
That's exactly what I had in mind. Hey, my friends, do me a favor. Go around the bar and bring me any ingredients you fancy. The discussion might take quite some time, so I'll prepare some customized, non-alcoholic drinks for you.
In the bar? But aren't all the ingredients right there on the counter?
Why, we're in a dream, my lovely lady. You can help yourself to anything if you wish for it. Comfort, hunger, confusion, or even boredom. It's all within reach, right at your fingertips.
Oh, did you hear that? She just called me my lovely lady.
Even in reality, mixing drinks is more than just throwing ingredients together. A bartender needs to capture the bar's atmosphere, master technique, and spin a tale of mystery and anticipation.
Only then can a perfect drink crafted with a customer's life story be created.
In other words, what you get from your drink is down to luck, so don't overthink it. Indecisiveness has no place when it comes to enjoyment.
Cũng phải á. Để hưởng thụ thì chúng ta không được cho dự cái câu này cũng đúng chứ không có sai. Thật sự là đứng trên cái góc độ mà trải nghiệm cá nhân của tôi thì cái câu đó là đúng. Rồi chúng ta có Himiko ngoài đây này. Himiko xinh thật đấy. Nó thật là như vậy. Thật sự là nhân vật trong đây thì ai cũng xinh. Sự thật là như thế. Anh em ơi, tôi nghĩ hôm nay mình chơi tới đây được anh em ơi. Đây khô máu với thật ra là tôi đuối lắm ạ. Tại do sao giờ cũng hơn nửa đêm rồi. Hiện giờ là hơn nửa đêm rồi. Tôi coi tôi livestream được 1 tiếng hơn rồi. Rồi, đạt chỉ tiêu. Rồi nhận đồ cái thành tựu chút xíu rồi tắt nghỉ. Tôi lệch adventuring. Tôi lệch adventuring mất tiêu rồi anh em ơi. Chung tôi cũng không biết nói sao bây giờ. Tôi lệch Lara. Từ khi lệch tới bây giờ quay cũng được hơn 25 lần. 24 lần. Quay tiếp thôi, 25 lần. Lệch á. Nhưng mà tại tôi muốn nghe gia đình này cái Gầu quá. Rồi, tiếp. 26. Kệ anh em ơi, biết chắc là làm. Thật sự mà nó là khó nó không làm. Này 3 ngày. Banner Venturing cũng 9 ngày. Nói chung là đầu hàng rồi. Tôi không nghĩ là tôi trúng rồi đó. Tôi lỡ hết lần. Tôi thấy mệt lắm. Quá chỉ đuối anh em. Thật sự là vậy. Biết nói sao bây giờ. Yeah, mấy đứa này bây giờ nhân vật của nó ngang tôi à. Tôi nạp vô rất là nhiều rồi đó. Mà bây giờ mấy đứa này nó muốn ngang tôi luôn. Tôi không biết nói sao bây giờ. Mấy đứa này cấp chưa bằng tôi nữa mà. Sao mà nó nhiều nhân vật thế à. Tôi không hiểu được luôn á. Cấp không bằng tôi mà sao nhiều nhân vật thế nha. Junsi này 35 ngày chưa chơi nữa. Xóa bạn đi. Xóa bạn. 35 ngày chưa chơi thì thôi. Đi chỗ khác đi. Rồi. Hẹn gặp lại anh em vào hôm khác anh em ơi. Tôi không biết ngày mai tôi chơi được không. Không có hết. Tắt stream. Rồi. Chào tạm biệt anh em. Nào thì game xin chào. Hẹn gặp lại anh em vào ngày khác ha.